I'm David Force from Faronel, and in this video we're going to be looking at our version of the 15th century English carol Be Merry All with One Accord that we recently added to our repertoire. One of the challenges of working with medieval music is that the source material doesn't provide a lot of the information that we take for granted in modern scores. Things like tempo, instrumentation, dynamics, even basic things such as the rhythm are often not supplied and have to be reconstructed using our knowledge of the practices of the time and a certain amount of educated guesswork. With Be Merry All, the challenge was even greater because there is in fact no music at all associated with this carol. The words of Be Merry All were first discovered in the 1930s, but were subsequently forgotten for the next 90 or so years. They were recently rediscovered by a researcher at the Wren Library of Trinity College, Cambridge. They're scribbled into the back of a breviary or prayer book that is thought to be the only survivor from the medieval library of Battle Abbey in East Sussex. The Benedictine Abbey at Battle was founded by William the Conqueror in 1066, after the Battle of Hastings, and it was suppressed in 1538. The remains of the buildings are now partly owned by English Heritage and are open to the public, and the rest is now part of a private school. The Battle connection is of particular interest to us in Faronel, as we're based just a few miles away. The rediscovery of the text of Be Merry All prompted English Heritage to commission Christopher Hodkinson, the director of the Cambridge-based ensemble Schola Gregoriana, to find some music to fit it. He turned to the Ritson manuscript, a roughly contemporary English source, and prepared a version using the music for the carol I Pray You All with One Thought. He used a single voice part with instrumental parts for vielle and harp as an accompaniment. If you'd like to hear his version, there is an excerpt on the English Heritage website for Battle Abbey, and there also you can find some excellent background information on Be Merry All and indeed on English carols in general, and there will be a link to that in the notes beneath this video. Hodkinson's rationale for his choice was the idea that the carol might have been performed in the Abbot's Hall, a space which still survives today as part of the school. The context, he suggests, would have been a sophisticated, wealthy, educated gathering suiting such complex and highly melismatic music that would have been performed by professional musicians for an elite audience. For our version, we've chosen to tap into the more earthy and humble origins of the English carol as music for the tavern, for the domestic hall, and for the village green. Many such carols have strong links with dance music, and a particular feature of them all is a memorable and catchy refrain that enables you to quickly learn the chorus so that you can join in even if you don't know the rest of the words of the piece. By coincidence, our chosen music comes from a contemporary 15th century source, also based in Trinity College Library in Cambridge. It's known as the Trinity Carol Roll. It includes a number of carols with music probably by a single composer, some of which are well known today. Among them are the Christmas carol There Is No Rose of Such a Virtue, and of course the famous Agincourt carol, both of which are also in our repertoire. We found that the text of Be Merry All slotted very easily into the music for the carol Noel Sing We Now. The refrain fits perfectly, and in the verses only minor adjustments are needed to accommodate the metrical variations that exist between the various stanzas. The refrain is in 3 parts and the verses are in 2. And we agree with Hodkinson's choice of the vielle and the harp, as these instruments are very commonly paired together in contemporary iconography. We've also added a 3rd part on a recorder in some of the instrumental interludes. Christopher Hodkinson's reconstruction is sophisticated music for a cultured audience. Ours is more simple and more earthy music that connects with the simpler origins of the English carol. Both of them are valid interpretations and both of them are based on good evidence. Which of them is closer to the version of Be Merry All that would have been enjoyed by the monks of Battle Abbey, of course, is impossible to know. So we'll finish by taking a look at an excerpt from our version. This is the first two verses taken from a live concert that we gave in December of 2023.